The first proper facelift to the Nano was due for a long time. The two major additions to the car that would be talked of the most are the openable boot that finally turns the car into a proper 5-door hatchback, and the automated manual transmission that will surely make the Nano the cheapest automatic car in the world, ahead of the Alto K10 AMT. The exteriors and the interiors of the car remain largely the same as the Nano Twist. Dimensions are somewhat identical, though the car is marginally bigger and wider. It retains its high gawky stance. The cosmetic changes include new smoked headlamps, redesigned grille, and large circular fog lamps. While the position of the engine has been retained at the back, the radiator has been moved up front to help balance the weight of the car. That promises better drivability. Inside the cabin, the rise in ground clearance to 190 mm from 180 mm before means you even sit higher up. Space is abundant both in the front and the back. The air conditioning is the best we have seen in a small car below Rs 4 lakh, and music system with 4 speakers and USB/Bluetooth connectivity deserve mention. Yet, some familiar flaws remain. The power window switches just ahead of the gearbox is inconveniently placed and cumbersome. The openable boot is now more spacious as the luggage space has gone up from 80 litres of the Nano Twist to 94 litres in the top-end GenX Nano AMT and 110 litres in the 3-geared versions. As the engine sits below the rear seat, the boot sits quite high and there is only a small opening between the floor and the parcel shelf. Even then, it is big enough to fit in an average-sized overnight trolley bag and an extra backpack or 2 shopping bags. The rear seats can also be folded to enlarge the space to a decent 500 litres. Automated manual transmission is not very new in India now. We have seen it in the Celerio, the Alto K10 and Tata's own Zest. Nano GenX gets the 5-speed version with sports drive option, and only the top-end trim gets the AMT. It is not as sophisticated or refined like normal automatic cars, but costs less and do not harm the car's fuel economy. At the same time, without a clutch or a gear, it drives just like any other automatic car. Inside city and in chock-a-block traffic situations, Nano AMT is a very handy car helped by the electric power steering. What really hampers the deal, however, is the Nano's puny 2-cylinder 624cc engine with just 38 PS power and 51 Nm of torque to tap. It makes the car sluggish, power delivery is not very linear or consistent, and the car starts to gasp for breath at the hint of a gradient. With 4 people and air conditioning on, the car will be at its absolute limit, overhauling the flyovers in Delhi or any other major Indian city. Happy driving!